Aaron Rodgers and Brady since 2014, including the postseason, they are at their best. 212s, number one in that category right there. And in terms of last week in Dallas, Kurt Stradamus, we'll talk about your bold prediction later on this show. What about that Rodgers?
Well, I tell you what, it was just beautiful the way that he put it together. And I know everybody looks at the last throw and says it's a great throw, but there's an art to running the 2-minute drill. And you can't run it, right, Marshall? You can't run it you can if you get two man on the outside, only 5 guys in the box. Great play right here, and they get out of bounds. Okay, I see 2 man. I don't have to throw it if I'm Aaron Rodgers because I know no one accounts for me. Look at this. Both linebackers go to the back right here, and Aaron Rodgers knows I can get a big play with my feet. Most quarterbacks feel like you have to throw it away. And then what you know, coach, is teams in the 2-minute, they play the same coverage over and over again. So on this play, this is the second to last play. Exact same play they ran for the touchdown. They knew they were going to get the same coverage. Normal course of a game, you're never going to call the same play twice. But I know I'm going to get the same coverage. They go back into the huddle. Let's run it again. I'll make a better throw. You go up, make the catch. We get a touchdown. But there's just certain things that I think young quarterbacks think, well, you have to throw the football. You can't run it, right? I can't take off. I got to throw the ball away. I can't run the same play twice, coach. Can't do that. Well, in a 2-minute, you know you're going to get the same thing over and over again. So if it was going to work one time, call it again. It'll work again.
Devontae Adams came back and he said, hey, Aaron, do it again. I got this guy. You got the rookie from Michigan, all right?
Yeah.
That's who he was, Lewis kid. Okay, I'm just telling you. But you know what?
Who's been so good this season, that notwithstanding?
Yeah, he's been good. But you know
Come on. All right, Michigan State.
You're going to make us pick one of these.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's turn this into sports talk radio. There you go. Topic, Bart. Who would you choose for a game-winning drive? You got to choose one.
All right, I'm choosing one. Oh, man. As beautiful as that was last week, I'm still going with Tom Brady. I think he's the best in the business at bringing his team back. We saw it last year on the biggest stage, down big, bringing his team back to win the Super Bowl. But this guy, especially in postseason, this guy has 10 comeback wins in the postseason. 10 in the postseason. Most quarterbacks don't get 10 wins in the postseason. He's got 10. As great as Aaron Rodgers is playing, I'm still going with the GOAT and Tom Brady.
And it's a tough decision to make because both of these guys, they do it so well and they do it at such a high level. And the only reason I'm saying Aaron Rodgers is because when things break down, things are not good, they're not how you want it, they're pressuring you. He can run. He can use his legs to get out of things. And I think both of them can get you into things in and out. But what Aaron Rodgers does, and just some of the throws that he makes, that even Kurt will sit down and look at him like he's not supposed to be able to do that. That doesn't work fundamentally.
Yeah, can't teach anybody off of that.
Exactly. So I go with him just because of that. Yeah. His ability to, when he gets outside of the pocket, what he does.
They're both great at what they do, but they're different. Certainly different. Yeah. Tom Brady will play from the pocket and beat you from the pocket, okay? Aaron Rodgers is all over the map, all right? You just saw the film. He's running over here. He can scramble. He can run with it. And I think he limits what defenses you should play. I think it's a mistake to play a lot of 2-man against the Green Bay Packers because this guy can take off and run for 20. This burned a hole in my memory. This is what he can do, and that's a little bit different than Tom. So I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers only because of his mobility.
And I'm going to say, just you guys talked about the mobility. With a lot of quarterbacks, that can be a negative in the 2-minute because they try to make plays, they get sacked. Clock runs down. The great thing about Aaron Rodgers is he's smart with it as well, that if he gets out there, he'll throw that ball away and won't try to make every single play. You couple that with all the other things, I mean, it's special.
He's what everyone wants out of a mobile quarterback. When we talk about, well, you got to play in the pocket, they don't really mean play in the pocket. They mean play like Aaron Rodgers. Play in the pocket until you absolutely have to get out of the pocket. And even when you get out of the pocket, still make plays downfield. But I have to put a caveat on it when I'm asked this question because they're so both incredible. And I call Aaron Rodgers God gift at quarterback. If you're going to give me Tom in his system, I'm taking Tom Brady.
Are you calling Tom Brady a system quarterback?
I'm calling Tom in his system because nobody works it better than Tom Brady within his system. Now, if you're telling me I got to pick a quarterback and I don't know which system I have, then I'm taking Aaron Rodgers because he can take anything, like Marshall just said, he can take anything that's not good and make it still good.
Are you saying Tom Brady couldn't run the system Aaron Rodgers is running?
I'm saying he couldn't run it like Aaron Rodgers run it.
It's okay
He'll
to-
run
they
that
wouldn't-
system like he runs
It's okay to be a system quarterback if that system is named after you.
And it's
like the Peyton Manning system, the Tom Brady system. It's okay to be a system
That's
quarterback.
a good one, Kurt. That's an answer for all ages.
Like the system is here.
And this system is named after Tom Brady.
Got it. We asked
That's a good
you
one, Kurt.
to
You're
vote
right.
on this subject, and right now Aaron Rodgers is beating Tom Brady 59 to 41%. What school did Tom Brady go to, Steve? Thank you. Kim Jones, take it away at MetLife.
Well, Rich, Josh McCown has played quarterback against Bill Belichick and the Patriots just once in his career, way back in 2004. But he played receiver against them in 2006. McCown told me this story this week at his locker. He said that offensive coordinator for the Lions then was Mike Martz. He got ticked off at a receiver and benched him. He told McCown, get your gloves. McCown told me he played slot receiver the entire second half against the Patriots that day, caught 2 passes from his good buddy Josh Kitna, and said he had a blast. Also said he's very much looking forward to playing quarterback against the Patriots this afternoon. Now to Aditi Kinkawala, who's in Kansas City.
A much nippier Kansas City, Kim. There was a tornado watch last night. The winds are gusting, and that could be an issue 6 hours from now when these two teams kick off. Now, speaking of turbulence, it's yet again been a drama-filled week for the Steelers. For the 3rd time in a row, they were talking about things that happened outside the field. This week, it was Ben Roethlisberger and his response in the immediate aftermath of throwing 5 interceptions last week. He, of course, turned it around by Wednesday. He said if the media didn't ask questions about what he said, there would be no drama. He reminded everyone he's a 2-time Super Bowl winner. And to be fair, this is the type of game that plays to the Steelers' strengths. In the last 3 years, they're 18-4 against teams that are over 500. And last year, they went 2-0 against these Chiefs.